Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to James DeWitt High School here in DeWitt, New York. We're bringing you the Class C Girls Winter Volleyball Championships featuring the Tully Black Knights going up against the Mount Markham Mustangs. This is one of the most highly anticipated matchups of the entire season. I could not be more excited to bring it to you guys today. I'm Nick Dekaney for JDTV, and both of these teams coming in undefeated on the season. The Tully Black Knights 20-0 and Mount Markham 17-0 respectively. It is going to be a battle of the giants. Not to mention that neither of these teams have lost in the last 2 years, both undefeated this season and last spring season. This is going to be a good one. And for Tully, carrying most of the offensive attack is number 3, Emma Byrne. 262 kills on the season, along with 210 digs. She does it all for the Black Knights. For Mount Markham, their star, number 19, Chloe Poland. 157 kills and 113 aces on the season. This contest so evenly matched, going to come down to the little things in this one. So Tully will start with the serve. That's Alexa Shea. 48 aces on the season for her. And the setter for Tully, fueling their offensive attack. So let's crown a winner of the Class C Sectional Championships. Markham already picking a good spot. Number 23, that's Trinity Bailey, getting off on the right foot. These opening points so vital to your success in a championship game of this caliber. Have to control those nerves and get in control of the game. Tully receives well. We're going outside, that's Byrne. Off the net, covered well. Back over and back to Byrne. Middle's got nothing. The dump set and the pancake. Oh, but it won't be enough. What an effort by number 12. That's Keegan Usherwood. Almost completing that pancake. And Mount Markham off to the early 2-0 lead. Here's Lauren Jones on the serve. And that'll be a service error and going back to the Black Knights' possession. As I just mentioned, so important to control those nerves early in this game. Have to compose yourself, and oftentimes the team to the first 10 points plays a big factor in who wins that set. An attack error there for number 19, that's Chloe Poland, the main offensive star for the Mustangs. Just trying to get things going there. Usherwood on the serve. Nice float right to the libero. A little bit out of system, and Lauren Jones couldn't hold it. Tully with the early 3-2 advantage. They are the 1 seed, so they will be the home team represented here. And a nice recovery for the Mustangs. Usherwood. Free ball over. Here's Jones on the set. Number 18, that's Olivia DeKing with the kill. Putting it in a nice spot. So important, especially early game, not to necessarily swing your hardest, but to be precise with the attack and know where you want to go with it so you can get those early points and force your opponent out of system. Oh, and a miscommunication there for the Black Knights. Results in another point for the Mustangs. And again, early game, you got to get on the same page with your teammates, control those nerves, and really get into a groove offensively. And that's a much better pass than they're looking for. Here's Byrne on the outside. Covered well. The attack set, not enough to fool the Black Knights. Burns on the punch. Swinging back row. Oh, a nice cover there. That's Alexa Shea. Jones, middle set. And they'll get her in the net, so it'll go to the Black Knights. A beautiful rally between the two. But it's those little things so difficult to stay out of the net, especially when you're swinging middle and blocking middle. Have to be aware of that at all times. Here's Caitlin Lamoureux on the serve. Jones going outside. And a powerful swing. That's Trinity Bailey putting the hammer down. Mount Markham retakes the lead 5-4. This is going to be a back and forth affair all day long. Don't be surprised if we see this one go to 5. Shea on the attack to Burns. Little tight to the net. Makes do with what she's got. And oh my goodness. Abby Angel finds a way to get that over the net. Back to Burns. And she'll get the attack error. And the Mustangs playing well under pressure and out of system. Got to be able to improvise every once in a while. So here's Ainsley on the serve. Oh, and she gets the ace. Another miscommunication for the Black Knights. That's a big momentum play for Mount Markham. In a game of this caliber, you have to relish every single point you get and use that as momentum. Get fired up. Obviously, control your emotions, but you got to get excited. Samantha Garbick puts it in a nice spot, that far right corner. So tough to defend. Let's take another look at that one. Just right in that back right corner, and too much for the Mustangs. A hard float from Catherine Lund. And a nice pop-up from Lund as well. And they'll call Ainsley for the double. The Mustangs still holding a slight lead over the Black Knights. But this one will be going back and forth. Jones set in middle, little tight. Recovered well, but a whistle early on, and they'll get her for going over the line. Again, it's just these little things that are so difficult to manage, but they're so important, and they can swing the outcome of the games just like that. Jones swinging middle. Ooh, what a powerful swing from Lauren Jones. And rolls off the hands of the Black Knights. And here's Haley Otis with her first serve of the day. 76 assists on the season for the sophomore setter. And she'll get a service error there. And especially to be that young, a sophomore playing in a game of this caliber. So difficult to feel composed. But that's what separates the good from the greats. Here's Emma Byrne, star Black Knight on the serve. Popped up well. This Mustang defense doing such a nice job covering off the serve. Shea setting middle. What a spot by Samantha Garbick. Swinging down on the defense. And now Tully takes the lead 9-8. Emma Burns, such a versatile player. Does a little bit of everything for these Black Knights. And you can see it there, a powerful serve. Shea going outside. Stuffed at the net. And that'll be out. Lauren Jones got the main piece of that one. The blocks, one of the few categories that the Mustangs lead the Black Knights. Actually 30 more blocks on the season than Tully. And the free ball error will go in favor of the Mustangs. And they will stay in control. As we mentioned, this is the marquee matchup of today's sectional lineups. The second of 4 games will bring you the Class B and Class A sectional championships after this one. But right now, back-to-back points for Mount Markham. But you can see this Tully team is experienced. They're not folding under the pressure. They're staying composed, staying communicative, and they're doing such a good job. Both of these squads are locked in. Nice pop-up for Kowalski. Another attack error for the Black Knights. And now a 3-point swing in favor of Mount Markham. I mentioned earlier, the team to 10 points often takes a lot of control in these sets. We'll see how Tully can respond. And they'll get it for a double, but it didn't even matter. Lauren Jones roofed her regardless. Kestrel Zimpel on a nice run right now for Mount Markham. That one's popped up, a nice pass. Where's Shea going? Outside. And a nice spot on the back line by Keegan Usherwood to stop the run for the Black Knights. Oftentimes in volleyball, it becomes such a mental battle. Cannot think you're out of the game, regardless of what the score is. And you have to stay composed and fight back. Jones with the back set. Nice tip over, but not enough to fool Tully. Usherwood again. Jones, where's she going? Outside now. Attack error. And now a 2-point game. Yeah, and that set a little bit tight to the net. Tough to swing when you're that close. Got to improvise and kind of push it over. Might not be the most effective, but you got to get the ball in play. Jones going back outside. Tipped off the pass. Placencia thought it was over. Can Tully recover? Oh my goodness! What a pop-up by Emma Byrne. It'll be too far to get back in play. But a great effort and hustle by these Black Knights. Both of these teams want this win so badly, have not experienced loss in over 2 years. An unprecedented matchup. And be grateful you're getting to see such high-quality volleyball at the high school level. Byrne with the pop-up. Close to the net, and Shea is roofed. That's Kestrel Zimpel, the tall middle blocker for the Mustangs. 9 blocks on the season and gets a 10th one there. Service area there for Placencia. And Mount Markham showing signs of these runs, but just a little bit of these errors back and forth, kind of limiting them and really pushing that lead open. So here's Shea on the serve. Jones with the back set, and that'll be forced out again. And Tully, as I mentioned, staying calm and not letting these nerves get the best of them. Man, but this Mustang defense so comfortable off the serve. And they'll get burned there for the double. And back to Mount Markham's favor. Substitution change for the Mustangs. That's Michaela Schoonover checking in for Haley Otis. Now what can Jones do? Beautiful pass by Kowalski. And it'll fall right in the middle off the block of Zimpel. Caitlin Lamoro getting her first action today. Here's Usherwood, and she hits it into the net. Both of these teams with their fair share of service errors in this first set. A lot of that coming from the nerves and just finding a groove. That one's popped up well, no problem. Outside to Byrne. Swinging down on the line. Emma Byrne. Letting it fly. And that's where she's so dangerous. Even with 2 blockers there, it's not enough. And a perfect set from Alexa Shea. Sets up that connection that's been going all season long for the Black Knights. Here's Lamoureux on the serve, puts a nice spot, but covered well again. Attack set. Not enough to fool, but a miscommunication error. And you can't make those kind of mistakes at a championship level. Have to be on the same page, and I'm sure she'll talk it over with their coach, Coach Jeremy Cook, but have to be communicating at all times, stay talking. So important, especially when it gets loud in here. And now Abby Ainsley on the service error goes back to the Black Knights. And this James with the Wit gym, so unique in its ability to just let the sound bounce off and off of these walls. And it gets so loud in here, so difficult to hear. And a one-handed dig. And Emma Byrne, still not enough. What a rally, back to Byrne. And a hit off of the marker will send that rally in favor of Tully. A 1-point game now, but what a rally we're seeing from these two. The defense is exceptional. Jones going outside. And a beautiful spot by Trinity Bailey. Going right down that line and just too far out of reach. Now Haley Otis checks in to serve. 15 aces for her on the season. Let's see if she can get one here. Not enough to fool Usherwood. Back out to Byrne. Oh, swinging over the defense. Nothing you can do to stop that. And now up to serve Emma Byrne. Got to be feeling herself after that kill. So what can she do? Nothing that'll fool the Mustangs. Attack set, dumps it right over, but Shea was ready. Back to Usherwood outside. Nice pass again. Both these defenses so elite. Nothing gets past them. Joust at the net, and again popped up. Back over once more. What can Tully do? In the middle. Again, not enough. Back to the middle. Digged up again. Played off the net. But it'll be 4 hits for the Mustangs. And you're seeing why this matchup was so highly anticipated. Both these teams so evenly matched. And we're all tied at 19 in the first set. Haley Ainsley all over the court right now for the Mustangs. Just picking up everything. Usherwood off the block, it'll fall. And Tully takes the first lead in a while, 2019. And we'll get a timeout from Mount Markham. Feeling the pressure right now. And the Tully faithful making themselves heard. And why don't we take another look at how Tully got here to this point in the season. And I mentioned it earlier, our 21-0 record, have not lost in over 2 years, had a bye in that first round, beat Cooperstown 3-0, and beat Dolgeville 3-1 in the semis. Kind of shocking to even see them lose a set. Still a dominant win, but just for them, such an impressive performance. And they've taken control later here in this first set. But down the stretch, how can you perform when the pressure's on? And you best believe Mount Markham will come out ready to respond. Nothing is given in volleyball. You have to stay alert at all times. Be ready for any type of scenario at any point in the game. And both of these teams proving their levels here. So Emma Byrne on this run for the Black Knights. And she'll come out with the service error. Tough when your momentum is stopped by a timeout of that. So difficult to go back and kind of get that same feeling you had just a couple minutes ago. What can Shea do with that out of system? Usherwood picks her spot. Back to Mount Markham. Oh my goodness. Chloe Poland gives the Mustangs a 1-point lead with 4 to go in this first set. Such a powerful swing from that outside and a beautiful motion. So here's Bailey. Land just inside. Shea going back to Usherwood. And that's another attack error. And now Tully off the timeout has lost 3 straight. And now the Mount Markham faithful letting Tully get a piece of them. Back to Usherwood. Seems to be her favorite target. Now Jones looking outside and an attack error by Poland. Tully desperately needed that one. Now only a 1-point game. Samantha Garbeck back on the float. Nearly went out. Just on that back line. What can Ainsley do? Not enough. Such a tough pass and a bump to get. Looking behind, swinging all the way back from that back line. Couldn't expect a more effort. So here's Garbeck again. Ainsley popped up close to the net. Now Jones swinging middle. Usherwood. And we're going to get a whistle. That'll go in favor of the Mustangs. Look that they called it for being over. Now, what can Potencia do with the pressure on? And that'll be out, a service error in a big-time moment. Now we're back tied at 23. Remember, you have to win by 2 in volleyball. So not enough if a 25-24 incident occurs. Now back to the top of the order for the Black Knights. Shea on the serve. Ainsley didn't look like she knew what to do with it. And Jones will hit it out. Set point now for the Black Knights after an up and down first set. And looks like we'll get another timeout from Mount Markham. Strategic timeout, his team down and at the risk of a set point. Need to figure out something here quick. And this gym is electric. Even the other team that's here waiting for their next game, cheering for Tully. But these stands are packed, all the fans underneath us, that's why you don't see much on the other side. But you can hear them. You can't see them, but you know they're here. So looking down the cliff, what can the Mustangs do? How will they respond? Set point here for Tully. And what looks to be the first of many sets in this matchup. Alexis Shea. Ainsley popped out, and that's going to go out. Tully takes the first set, 25-23. and what was mainly controlled by Mount Markham for the majority of that set, flips the tide at the very end and takes control when they need to. And that first set, so vital. But again, it's not what happens in volleyball, it's how you respond. It's the mental game. Just because you lost a set doesn't mean you get down on yourself. You come back with a fire underneath you and get ready for this second set. Again, I'm Nick Dekaney for JDTV. We'll be back in just a few minutes with action in this second set for the girls' Class C sectional matchup. Don't go anywhere.
Really good. You're also better on hard cam than I am.
You think so?
Yeah, I'm a down cam operator.
Yeah.
Like give me a moment to like cut away to something else and I'll get the right shot.
Yeah,
but like when I'm the only camera, I don't know. I feel like I'm trying to do too much. Mm-hmm. I'll figure it out. You're sounding good though. I can hear the analysis creeping in. Oh, is that a Russian hacker?
Might be.
Oh, we got a Russian. Great move. Yeah, 398 playbacks already. We're one set in and we're about to outdo the numbers in the first game.
It's tough. We've been doing color for so long. It's weird to flip.
Yeah. If I had to take a guess, I think Class B might come out of 0-6. Because Lauzo was 2 hours ago. BBS is like an hour and a half. Well, Whitesboro and Markham an hour away, but that's still close. So there might be more remote viewers than that, but it's going to be close. Let's go.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to James DeWitt High School here in DeWitt, New York, where Tully took the first set, 25-23, over the Mount Markham Mustangs. And we're sure to get another electric set. So how will Mount Markham respond? Have not lost in over 2 years, neither of these teams, but one will have to go home today. And with their backs against the wall, what will they do? Lauren Jones will start with the serve for the Mustangs. An electric setter with 81 aces on the year. Such a versatile player. Byrne with the free ball. And that'll be out. Mount Markham takes the first point in this second set. So now the nerves are out for both of these teams. Now it's really time to play volleyball. Or maybe not. Lauren Jones with the service error. And both of these teams so technically sound, but still quite a few errors, especially in the service game and in the attack game as well. Usherwood now. Popped up well by Ainsley. Jones a little bit outside with the set. And that'll force Poland to go into the net. And the point will fall in favor of the Black Knights. Yeah, when that set is tight to the net like that, so difficult to find a way to get it back over the net. Sometimes the best result is just punching it up. As again, we see another service error. So both of these teams yet to really find a rhythm on their serves. We'll see if Chloe Pullen has anything to say about it. Nice pass by Usherwood. Outside to Byrne. Watch out. Off the block. Not enough for Emma Byrne. Over the heads of the Mount Markham Mustangs. She does that so regularly, it seems like an everyday thing for her. Where's Jones going outside? Ooh, and a nice touch from Trinity Bailey, just pushing it just outside. In such a tough area to cover in that front left corner. This Mount Markham team is crafty. They can read the block and know where to go with the ball. And Emma Byrne off the block will stay in. Oh, and that one looked just outside for Chloe Poland. But again, they're smart with the ball. They know where they want to go with it, and they put it there almost all the time. Ooh, and a hard serve from Catherine Lund. But Jones finds a way to get it up and smash over the top by Samantha Garbick, taking advantage of the joust right there. And you got to be aggressive. When that ball is placed right over the net, don't waste any time. Get up there and hammer it home. And that's what Garbick did there. Jones setting outside again. And that one will be off the hands of Catherine Lund. Looked like they weren't sure at first, but they're confirming it now back to Mount Markham. Boy, is this a fun matchup to watch. Both these teams so evenly matched. Almost sad. I don't want either of them to lose. And that will be another service error for the Mustangs. And now the light shines on Emma Byrne. Into with a nice pass, but that's set too far out. Jones couldn't control it. And now Tully taking a 3-point swing. Almost opposite of that first set. Mount Markham was in control. It almost took a 4-point lead at one point. And then Tully came storming back. Let's see how Mount Markham can respond down one set. And an ace for Emma Byrne. Doing it all for the Black Knights. And an early timeout taken here by Coach McCain for Mount Markham. Trying to get his team amped up and make the proper adjustments. And in a game like volleyball, it can be so easy to mentally get down on yourself. And you have to stay focused. And let's just take another look at how Mount Markham got to this point in the season. And again, they were undefeated as well, 17-0 on the season. Had another first-round bye, the one and the 2 seed. Beat Onondaga 3-0 in the quarterfinals, and then in the semifinals beat South Louis 3-1. So both of these teams, very similar paths to get where they are today. And you're seeing it very apparent. These are the top 2 teams in Class C. There's no debate. We saw it in that first matchup today. Both of those teams actually had a mascot. That was Fabius Pompey and Central Creek. No mascots here in this one, but the gym is just as electric. So can Byrne continue the streak? And she will. Another ace for Emma Byrne. She's on fire right now. And when you have it going like this on your serve, you can really kind of pick and choose where you want to go with the ball. Even if it goes out of bounds, you know, try and pick your spots and really be decisive. Now when she goes back line, Ainsley was ready for it. And that'll be a double touch for the Black Knights. Samantha Garbick just couldn't quite get a handle on it. And Markham able to stop some of the bleeding. So can Trinity Bailey help chip into this lead? Shea going outside, that's Usherwood. And it'll be just out. And back to a 3-point game. Bailey again likes that far right spot to serve from. Most of her serves drifting right, strategic. And Shea almost had the dump set, but Jones was ready. Oh, and that one would have gone out. But Kowalski was ready for it. Usherwood. Now Jones back out. Poland with the attack error. And Tully takes the 10-6 lead early in this second set. And I mentioned it before, how will Mount Markham respond to the adversity they're facing right now? That'll help them right there. But as a team, you have to convince yourself that you're still in this. Obviously, you're only down one set. It's a 3-point game right now. So none of that going on. But as it gets later in the game, you have to be aware of that and have to be positive. One person is negative, the whole team can be. Usherwood off the block. That's covered well. Now Poland with the dump. Shea serve in the middle. Nice touch there. And Mount Markham caught Tully off guard. And they closed the gap. Had a couple Black Knights on the ground after that one. Wasn't sure where that ball was going. And if you want to stop momentum, that's how you do it right there. Noah Placancia, just not enough oomph on that serve. So it'll go back to Shea. And what will she do? Ainsley pops it up a little bit short. Gonna have to set this one from far out. And not enough juice from Olivia Dekaney. Mount Markham not looking quite as organized as they were in that first set. A little bit off on some of their passes, and especially when it's that first one and it throws the setter off, they get off and out of system. It can really hurt your team. Have to be prepared for those kind of scenarios. A nice coverage there from Tully. And Emma Byrne swinging down. Ainsley's all over the court. Zimpel with the kill. So Mount Markham not going away. And whenever it seems like Tully's just about to open up that lead, Mount Markham comes right back and gets another point to draw within 3 or 4. Jones taking her time. Burns on the attack set. Back outside, right into the block. And the overstretched arms of Zimpel. So tall on that volleyball court. Just towering over her opponents. Already her second block in this one. And again, Mount Markham hurting themselves and stopping their own momentum. Usherwood with the powerful serve. Ainsley still ready for it. Shea close to the net. Back out to Burns. And that'll hit the bar and go back to Mount Markham. Kowalski, nice pass. Back to Burns, who else? Ainsley diving all over the floor. Shea back outside to Burns. Off the block. Mustangs seem to have her covered. And that one will fall right in front of Kowalski. Trinity Bailey on the kill. And now a 1-point game in what seemed like Tully was running away. Shea going middle. Jones on the dig. Back out to Bailey. Kowalski's there. Back out to Burns. And that'll go off the block. And add another check to the kill box for Emma Byrne. Got to find a way to get your arms turned inside if you're on that outside block for the Mustangs. If you're able to turn them in, you can kind of force that ball back inside, and it avoids a lot of those blocking errors. Dig goes off the side of Ainsley. And now Tully back with the 3-point lead. And they're the first to 15 in this second set. Jones was too close to the net. And now Tully taking the 4-point lead. The biggest one we've seen all day. Kind of wild to think about. These teams so evenly matched. Ainsley nearly fell over, lost her shoe actually. Now Shea going back to Burns. Off the inside is Impel's arms. Emma Byrne is owning the Mustangs in this set. And we'll get a timeout and a much needed one for Mount Markham. How will they respond to the adversity? Down 5 here. Do not want to go down 2 sets to none. Not impossible, but improbable. Let's take a look at both of these teams and where they stack, statistically speaking, on the season. The Mustangs, yep, they've played 3 fewer games, still lead the Tully Black Knights by almost 80 in the aces category. A lot more kills for the Black Knights. They lead in assists as well. Blocks, Mustangs have a slight advantage with playing those fewer games, but the digs is the big factor. 859 digs for the Black Knights this season. Their defense is everywhere, and they cover so well. Off the serve, off the block, does not matter. And we're seeing that apparent in this second set. Caitlin Lamoureux puts it in the back line. A nice spot by Lamoureux. And another ace for these Black Knights, starting to pull away, up 6. And if you're Mount Markham coming off that timeout, you have to lock in and find a way to get some points back. Cannot keep giving up these easy ones. Here's Bailey, popped up well. Shea back to Byrne, who else? Again popped up. And Bailey finds the seam and gets a much needed point for those Mustangs. It'll go back to them, they're down 5. Now the libero Ainsley finding an opportunity to serve, got to make the most of it. She does. Shea, who else? And Jones almost hit it back over, but the swing from Emma Byrne is too powerful. And not only that, but it's a technically sound swing as well. You can tell she's repped those fundamentals with her coach. And it's showing in this one. Lamoureux hits it outside, and we'll get another service error. So Michaela Skuvner puts it in a nice spot. Kowalski was ready. Who else? Burns just toying with him now. Pushing it off that inside block. And that's what makes it so difficult to block a player like Emma Byrne. when you think you're in the right spot, you think you have the perfect positioning, she does something like that that just makes you go, what? Just leaving you in awe. Jones with the free ball. Now Shea to the middle. Off the arms of Chloe Poland. And Tully taking a commanding 21-14 lead. With 4 points left till they take a 2-0 lead. Emma Byrne, oh my goodness, Emma Byrne. She's getting whatever she wants right now on the court. She's picking her spot, she's swinging all over them. She is in full control of this game. Seems like most of the runs they've been on in this set have come off the serve of Byrne. And again, she picks it up short. Shea out to Usherwood. Nice pass by Ainsley. Jones, what can they do? Bailey goes line. And a good hustle attempt by Alexa Shea, but not enough. Now Markham got to find a way to chip into this lead and get stops on that defensive side. But boy, what answer do you find for Emma Byrne? Here's Bailey. Shea back middle. Dug up well by Poland. Now Kowalski on the dig. Off the outstretched arms, that's Samantha Garbick with the kill. Tully 2 away from the set point. So Samantha Garbick holds the reins right now. Poland with a tough pass. Tries to make the most of it, but another attack error. And now Tully gets set point, up 24-15. What a second set this has been for the Black Knights. Can Garbick put it away? Ainsley with a nice pass. They'll get a free ball to Jones. And Shea to who else? Flinging back row. That's Burns! Emma Burns! And who else to close out the second set for the Black Knights? Emma Burns just adopted every single person on the Mustangs team and is in full control of this one. Tully taking the commanding 2-set lead with a 25-15 victory. We'll be back in just a few minutes for the third and potentially final set. What will Mount Markham do with their backs against the wall?
As a color guy, it's easy to, usually you're looking like for the one person performance. Yeah. But when you're doing play-by-play, when you're scaling back and you're looking at, okay, it may come down to the digs. And the positioning of that serve is really nice, going short consistently. I think that's when you're really hitting your stride with this right now. Not to say that you shouldn't look for singular players. Yeah, but overall. Yeah. Just what sounds the most play-by-play, I guess.
Welcome back to the third set of action. And this matchup of the Giants. The Tully Black Knights taking a commanding 2-set lead over the Mount Markham Mustangs. And now Mount Markham in full desperation mode. What will they do when the pressure is on? And the story of that last set was Emma Byrne just taking full control of this one, getting whatever she wanted off the serve, off the attack, and Tully's defense so fundamentally sound. Nothing is getting past them. But we know this Mount Markham team is capable of coming back from a deficit like this. So Alexis Shea will kick it off on this third set. And now Jones set an opposite side. But again, Tully prepared. Jones now goes to the other side. And Chloe Poland thought she had it down the line, so did I. And they'll reverse the call. Now going in favor of the Mustangs, Chloe Poland, a beautiful spot right down that left line. And now we'll have the official talk. We had one ref call it in and one ref call it out. So we'll go to the Mustangs. And I mentioned it earlier, when you're in a position like this, you have to relish every single point that you get. You have to get hyped up and get your teammates involved. When you're having fun, that's when you play in your best volleyball. Words of Coach Klein, by the way. And that's the start Mount Markham's looking for. And now Tully trying to piece it back together. Shea goes middle. Lamoureux couldn't do anything. Now Zimpel off the attack set. Usherwood covered so well. Chloe Poland, my goodness. Swinging down on the defense. And a perfect spot coming from that outside position. They're going to need a lot more of that if they want to take this set. And here's Jones with the service error, and Tully will get their first point in this one. Usherwood has had some struggles on the serve today. And those struggles will continue. One way to give 3 points to your team is off service errors and attack errors. We've seen a lot of it in this one. So Usherwood responds. Now Lamoureux with the free ball. Jones sets middle to Zimbel. Drops it right in the front. And Alexis Shea was just a step behind that one. And now Mount Markham up 5-1 early in this third set. And an ace for Chloe Poland. And these Mustangs are rolling. And now a timeout from the Black Knights. They've gone 0 to 60 real quick. Now up 6-1. Trying to take this third set and avoid being swept by these Black Knights. So while we have a moment, let's take a look at just some fast facts about Mount Markham. They're part of the Center State Conference in Division III. The actual Mount Markham is in Antarctica, believe it or not, at an elevation of 14,000 feet. And they're actually from West Winfield, New York, with a population of 826 people. But the reason they're in Class C is because their district is much larger than that. About an hour and a half, 10-minute drive to JD. And they're not letting that go to waste here. Fighting back in the face of adversity, down 2-0. Jim goes silent for pull and serve. And a free ball sent by the Black Knights to Zimpel. Off the net in the middle. Now out to Burns. What can she do? Blocked well. Again to Burns. And that one gets by. Can't do it twice in a row to Emma Burns. You can only get a hand on it so much. And now Caitlin Lamoureux trying to bring these Black Knights a little bit closer. Oh! Samantha Garbick just smashes that free ball. Taking full advantage. And an emphatic play that gives Tully the life they needed. Jones going to Bailey. Again, Bailey down the line. It's been there all game for her. And they started to expose it now. And now Shea in the net. A little bit too close. And Mount Markham got it all going right now. Now Ainsley off the serve. Back over. But Burns, a nice dig off the free. And Usherwood gets the kill. And much like those first two sets, neither team really pulling away just yet. Now we've actually got some athletes warming up behind us, getting ready for this Class B sectional matchup. That's between Vernon Veronis Sherrill and the Lowville Red Raiders. So don't go anywhere after this matchup. We'll bring you that as well at 2 o'clock. And Emma Byrne will bring you a kill right now. She has done it all today. And now Catherine Lund trying to bring the Knights a little bit closer. Jones with a nice save. And back out. Oh, and here comes Burns. They're ready for her to go off the block. And Bailey! Bailey been doing it all. In this set, they're going to need a lot more of that. Really exposing that left side. Don't be afraid to set the outside spot. And a nice save by Alexa Shea off the net. And back to Bailey. Now out to Burns. Now the Mustangs starting to cover Burns. Can they do it again? Yes, they can. It'll be out of bounds. Looks like Mount Markham has found the key right now. They're the first to 10. But this is the first to 25. Nothing is guaranteed. Oh, and Veronica Kowalski almost had the save. but just too off balance. And I can only imagine Tully, the first time they've been down like this all season long. And how will they respond to the adversity? Service error there for Michaela Skuvner. Gives Tully a desperately needed point. But here comes Emma Byrne. She's gone on a run in each of her serving and all these sets, and she does it there. Another ace for Emma Byrne. Had 47 on the season and has tacked on a couple few more in today.
And I can't mention it enough. Such a well-rounded player, can do a little bit of everything.
Ainsley with a nice pass to Jones. Pulling, swinging back row. Shea now the middle. Ainsley again. She's been phenomenal today. Bailey exposing that left side again. Trinity Bailey now taking on that offensive attack for the Mustangs. Now out to Usherwood. And that'll be off the hands of Ainsley. Looks like it might have been going out of bounds regardless. But Tully now back within 4. Samantha Garbick. Perfect pass by Bailey. Usherwood again. Jones back outside to Poland. One-handed save, and Emma Byrne keeps it in play. And a little bit of miscommunication there from the Black Knights. Goes the other way for the Mustangs. Noelle Placancia, 26 aces on her season. Can she add another one? No, she can't. Service errors hurting both of these teams today. And it's going to come down to who can be more consistent. So far it's been Tully, but not in this third set. Outside to Poland, and drops it inside. Oh, I thought that was in bounds. They're just too far out on that left side. And that is quite a unique warm-up I'm seeing on that other side. A little bit of swim technique. Haven't seen that before. More back in this one. Zimpel. Lamoureux, not enough. Now Lauren Jones back to the top of the order for the Mustangs.
Powerful serve, but Byrne was ready. And Catherine Lund, an error on the free ball. You have to take advantage of those opportunities. When you can't send it over with an overhead swing, you have to at least get it in play and pick it with a nice spot. So the Mustangs still in control, up 5. Close to the net, Shea plays it off. And Usherwood does a great job. Now miscommunication. Back to Tully. Now Usherwood. What a dig off the block.
But it won't be enough. The Mustangs winning that long rally. And those are the type of momentum plays that can really boost your confidence as a team. And Emma Byrne having a talk over with the official. Looked like she thought that was in play. And then we'll have a captain's meeting. And those two for for Mount Markham. Zimpel and Jones, so tall. Some of the tallest volleyball players I've seen in Section 3. But that one will stay with the Mustangs. And now the Tully fans trying to do some work and make it loud for Mount Markham. And Emma Burns makes it loud and difficult for the Mustangs. You can't do that when you can't block Emma Burns. So here's Usherwood. And right down the line, just outside. The Mustangs catch a break there. No one was ready for that. So Chloe Poland again from that right side of the service area. Floats it right over in the perfect spot. Chloe Poland acing him up. And the Mustangs in full control, up 18-11. Oh, and that one will just not quite enough air to go over the net. And now Ainsley out to Bailey. But Lamoureux was ready for it. Great dig by her. Ainsley again. Jones. Swatted away by Samantha Garbick. Zimpel tried to tip it over. And Garbick wanted nothing to do with it. Jones with a nice save. Zimpel trying to tip it over, but out of bounds. And now the Black Knights starting to creep back in. Only down 4 now. Can't afford those mistakes if you're Mount Markham. Ainsley with a nice pass. Bailey close to the net. And Burns tips it over. Now Zimpel in the middle. Dropping it down. Alexis Shea was ready. Now Bailey. Nothing seems to be enough for these two defenses. Bailey tries again. And this time she connects. Trinity Bailey. Getting the kill those Mount Markham Mustangs needed. Could not afford to let Tully get any closer. Still up 5 here, 19-14. Pass a little close to the net. And Emma Byrne, was there a touch or not? Oh, the official second-guessed herself. They say no touch. And that's a big swing there. It could have been a 4-point game, now it becomes a 6-point game. And you best believe Emma Burns wants it back. And she won't get it there. So what will Tully do? Roles have been reversed from that second set. And this one could get interesting. Out to Garbick. The block not enough. People thought she had a double. But it doesn't matter. You can hear the crowd react. Looked like Zimpel might have hit that one twice. But not Zimpel. Michaela Skuvner. Nonetheless, it's back to Catherine Lund. And Ainsley on a critical error off the serve. You've got to make those opportunities. This Tully team is too good to let them get close. And now Lund again. With the service error. Puts the Mustangs 3 points away from taking their first set.
And now Scoovner, 24 aces on the season. Puts it in a nice spot. Off the slide. Ooh, Noel Placencia off the slide. Dropping it down on those Black Knights. And Mount Markham, 2 points away now. And this is when you have to stay the most focused. And Kowalski lets it go by. Set point for the Mustangs. And what a response. And that Mount Markham student section making some noise. Which might be difficult for their own server, but nonetheless, it's getting loud. And that one will fall past Emma Byrne. And the Mustangs fight back and take the third set. We're going to 4. And these Mustangs are not done yet. You best believe that Tully is hungry and wants to prove and wants to end this once and for all. Get some popcorn, go to the bathroom, grab a quick drink. But we'll be right back here in 2.5 minutes for the start of the 4th set. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. And we have a game here in DeWitt, New York. We're at the start of the 4th set of your Class C Girls Winter Volleyball Sectional Championship. And Mount Markham came storming back in that 3rd set to win 25-16 after losing the 2nd set by 10. And now the pressure falls on Tully. How will they respond? Will we go to 5? Fans already here, ready for this next game. Vernon Verona, their team is ready. They've been cheering for Tully all game long.
And Loudville is here as well. We'll bring you the Class B sectional championships right after this one. But we've got business to finish. This gym is getting loud and rowdy. Officials talking it over right now. But Lauren Jones will have the serve again to start for the Mustangs. And what they were able to do in that last set was expose that left side. Trinity Bailey had a ton of kills going right down the line. We'll see if they go back to her. And Emma Burns, a little bit quiet in that last set. Able to contain her and get a hand on most of her swings. Will they do the same in this? Let's find out. Jones tips it right over. Crafty play from Lauren Jones. And if you're that tall, I mean, sheesh, just dump it over every time. Powerful serve, but it's passed well by Byrne. Lund had no answer. What does Bailey have? Kowalski pops it up. Attack set. Out of system play. Poland tries to dump it. That's no good. Now Usherwood. And an attack error. And the Mustangs take the first 2 points in this fourth set. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, we thank you all for tuning in with JDTV. I'm Nick Dekaney with our cameraman Sam Galfin. And that's Lauren Jones on the service error. Egan Usherwood trying to get things going. Had a lot of struggles with her serve today, but not with that one. Gets it past the outstretched arms of Abby Ainsley. And we're tied at 2. Usherwood again! Back-to-back aces for Keegan Usherwood. And the Black Knights are feeling it. You want to light a fire in your team? That's how you do it right there. Back-to-back aces. Will she make it a third? Ainsley this time was ready for it. Pulling from that outside. Popped up by Shea. Burn swing is tipped. And now Poland from the left side. Chloe Poland dropping a bomb on those Black Knights. That line has been open all game long, and they've been exposing it these last 2 sets. You'd think they'd have to go back to it now. And Byrne pops it over. The miscommunication from the Mustangs gives the advantage to Tully. Garbeck checked back in for the Knights. And now Lamoureux dropped it short. Ainsley was ready. And Michaela Scoovner gets a piece of the action. And now everybody eating for the Mustangs. Byrne with a perfect pass to Shea. Back to Byrne. Swinging down, and that'll be out. An attack error for Emma Byrne. And now Markham up now. Ainsley again off the serve. Back out to Garbeck. That's back line popped up. Free ball sent by Jones. What can Tully do with the opportunity? Emma Byrne down the line. And the blockers just does not matter. So we're all tied at 5. Tully wants to close it out, and Mount Markham wants to go to 5. And Ainsley couldn't quite get a hold of it. But it's plays like that now down the stretch you need. You can't have unforced penalties. Ainsley was ready then. Now back out to Byrne. And she's roofed! Noelle Placencia finally ends a stop to Emma Byrne's reign. So now what can Skuvner do? Shea with the reverse set. A free ball sent. Got to use this. And something back over. Now out to Burns again. That's covered well. Mustangs have found the right spots. Burns again. She's got to be getting tired. Placencia in the middle. We're going back and forth again to Burns. And this time she connects. Third time's a charm for Emma Byrne. Finding that back right corner. And for the Mustangs, how can you ask them to try and block her 3 times and still be successful? Such a tough task. And we'll get a quick stoppage of play. And Coach McCain will talk it over with one of the officials. Look like they made a substitution error. I did that all the time in the fall season. How many times I walked on the court and I wasn't allowed to. So easy to do. Emma Byrne off. And Shea tries to drop it down. The setter wants a piece of the action. Now Garbick tried to drop it over, but Placencia was there. And now the blocking for the Mustangs has emerged in these last 2 sets. And a foot fault. Could see it from up here. Trinity Bailey got caught. But as I said, it's those little things. When you're down 2-1, you have to be able to be smarter than that and not hurt yourself. Tough enough to beat Tully how it is. Can't give them any free points. Lamoureux tries to drop it. What a dig. Now Byrne swinging back row. Ainsley was ready for it. Nothing phases her. Oh, and Chloe Poland. Put a lot of jam on that one, but no jelly. Couldn't get it to fall in bounds. Jones with the back set. Placencia tried to dump. Another reverse set. Again, no success. Now Lamoureux will try. Free ball sent over. What can the Mustangs do again? 3 times to Placencia. At the net, a joust. And Chloe Poland was not going to be denied. The play at the net proving to be so valuable late game. And the Mustangs have won there so far. They have the height advantage. But a service error by Placencia will send it back to the Black Knights. Now Jones, another reverse set. Trying to get that right side going. To Usherwood. Good coverage off the block. And it looks like they might have gotten him for a double. So Tully now takes an 11-8 lead.
in this fourth set, trying to clinch the Class C sectional championship. But not if these Mustangs have anything to say about it. Off the slide, Chloe Poland. That was beautiful. Perfectly executed back set. Let's take another look. She's going to come up around Jones off 1 foot and drops the hammer down. And Jones puts it just outside. And that's what I mean. After you get such a quality play like that last kill from Poland, you can't come up with a service error. You have to keep that momentum going, especially in this fourth set. Free ball sent over. Shea all the way to outside, that burns. And they'll get him for a double. It's the Mustangs versus the Mustangs and Tully right now. And they've got to find a way to limit those. So Tully up 13-9 right now with a timeout taken by the Mustangs. And while we're here, let's take one more look at some facts about Tully. They're in the OHSL division. They're Division 1. Not a huge population, but much bigger than the town of Winfield. 2,000, about 3,000. And a notable graduate, Lopez Lamong. I actually read a book about this man. He's incredible. He came here from South Sudan and was a U.S. flag carrier for the 2008 Beijing Olympics. Now, we're in 2022. The Beijing Winter Olympics are going on. Only about a 30-minute drive out from JD. But Lopez Lamong, an amazing cross-country runner, and did so much for the town of Tully. And can this volleyball team do the same? Keegan Usherwood wants to do the same. Poland tries to drop it over, and she does. A little bit of wizardry from Chloe Poland. Dumping it right over the top of the net. So that one will get away from her. And I feel like a broken record. You have to follow up those quality plays with another one. You can't get a great kill and then all of a sudden commit an unforced penalty. That's why they're down 4 here in this fourth set. And now an ace for Catherine Lamoureux. Caitlin, excuse me. And Tully's starting to pull away. They're the first to 15. Another free ball will be sent over. What can Shea do? Another free ball sent back. Jones wants the middle. Zimpel stopped at the net. Samantha Garbick. Access denied. In the face of Zimpel. Shuts her down. What a huge play for those Black Knights. And they've got it all going right now. Can Mount Markham find a pulse? We'll get a little bit of help on that call. Or maybe not. They flipped it. A tough break for the Mustangs. As now Tully up 17-10. It is do or die for the Mustangs. As Haley Otis checks in. But this service game for Tully has been so consistent. Almost another ace there. Here's Otis. Oh, and what a dig from Alexa Shea. Now out to Bailey in the net. Alexis Shea making plays out of thin air with a dive on the floor. And Tully is running away with this right now. Would have to expect a timeout here if Mount Markham is unable to get anything going. Out to Burns. Off the hands of Zimbel. Emma Byrne. Back to her usual ways. And these Tully fans are hyped. Their team is 6 points away right now from a sectional championship. Lamoureux again. A free ball sent. And Burns will sink back row. Poland was ready. Now Bailey. A much needed kill from Trinity Bailey. And they've got to start to chip into this lead. And they've got to do it now. Here's Abby Ainzel. Shea set in middle to Burns. Almost fell. Back outside to Burns. Why not try again? Emma Byrne. Is swinging all over the Mustangs right now. Will Lund keep it going? She will! Tully's doing it all. 4 points away from a sectional championship. And up 10 points, 21-11. And there's the timeout. Felt like it took a long time for Coach McCain to call that one. And if you're Tully, now more than ever, you have to stay composed. You can't let the anticipation of a win get the best of you. You're closer than you've ever been to continuing your perfect season. Tough to see either of these teams lose. But will Mount Markham stand in the way and somehow find a way to come back in this fourth set, down 10? And really in this last set, it's been those service errors and the attack errors for the Mustangs that have killed them and killed their sense of momentum. Whenever they were chipping into that lead, serve goes into the net. And here they are sitting down 10. Catherine Lund. Jones to Bailey. That's outside. Tully draws even closer. And you can feel it in the air right now. The fans are on their feet. Well, at least the student section is. Jones going middle to Placencia. Byrne was ready. Back to Garbick. That one falls. 2 more points for the Black Knights. It's so tough if you're in the position of the Mustangs. You have to convince yourself, find some spirit of hope that you can come back. And that's a good start there. Finally able to stop that stretch. Here's Michaela Skuvner. Needs to go on a run. And that's a good start. The error from Kowalski. But the Mustangs still down 23-13. Where will Skuvner go? She goes back right. And past the arms, Kowalski. And now the Mustangs showing signs of life. And that one falls just inside. Skuvner picking her spots. And now this Tully team looking a bit phased. They got to snap out of the daydream and come back and try and win these next 2 points. Shea going outside to Burn. Dug up well. Bailey tried to dump it over the net, but she put it just too soft. And now Tully 1 point away from a Class C sectional championship. And will it come off the hands of Emma Byrne? And that one is out! The Tully Black Knights are your 2022 Class C sectional champions. And a battle for the ages. They get the win 3-1 over the previously undefeated Mount Markham Mustangs. And what a game. And so tough to see those Mustangs lose. But it comes at the hands of an extremely well-rounded Tully team, who's most certainly going to go far at the next stage.
Ladies and gentlemen, after a 4-set thriller, your 6th grade Class C Winter Volleyball champions, the Tully Black Knights!
And what a moment for the Tully faithful and all of those on the team.
First and foremost,
This is something these athletes will never forget. And we'll bring you the closing awards ceremony. But once again, thank you for watching. I'm Nick Dekaney for JDTV, joined alongside my partner Sam Galfand. And if you want to see a little more volleyball, come back in just a few minutes. We'll be here for the Class B championship. Should be starting at around 2 o'clock. Thank you, and have a great day wherever you are.
Will the captains of the Tully Black Knights please come forward to receive the championship banner? Ladies and gentlemen, your Section 3 Class C Winter Volleyball champions, the Tully Black Knights! Now, ladies and gentlemen, after this quick photo op, please move beyond the double doors and to the left to the JT Athletic Hall of Fame for a photo session with the sectional championship banner. We have to clear the court so the next teams can warm up. If you're here for the Class B championship game, then